Hi guys, welcome to the preface. Dang it, I did it again. Why did anyone not correct me the first time? Anyway, welcome to episode 18 of Sword Art Online Odd. What if they were attached?
One ends
the
the butt. He's also going to do a number of things to you, Emily.
What?
Context isn't important.
Penetrate the enemy.
The man, Wilson, is radiating a green-red aura.
Vomiting on the inside of the worm the entire time. My beautiful teammates. Is there any rope, GM?
Clyde does have rope on him.
She just passed the money to the
Why would you put it there?
I don't have pockets.
Alistair, you are such a valuable asset to this team.
I know.
Everybody tell Alistair he's a good asset to this team.
You're
Alistair, you have a good ass. That. Okay.
And he's writing in all caps, and you get a bunch of random.
Oh yeah, that's
We'll
right.
take that as a guess.
Wait, message Crystal. I'm sorry.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Sword Art Online Odd. We're back at it again, only with 75% of the party, unfortunately.
Cheers.
Here's our dear RL is dead.
No, she's not actually dead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She just had a family matter, so she couldn't be here today, but she'll be released in a special hidden episode later this week.
Not really hidden. It's just delayed.
Because she isn't here.
Yeah,
But,
I wouldn't call it.
Sound off, everybody. We're all here, so we are here with, just say your name and your character.
Well, I'm Daniel, and my character is Daniel because
Originality.
Yeah.
I'm Mohit. My character is Sal.
I don't like saying my actual name, but I go by Snow, and I am playing Snow.
Originality. Wonderful. And I'm your friendly neighborhood GM, asking you all here today, what do you remember from last episode? What happened? What went down? Give me the deets. You're not allowed to answer because me and you do all the editing. Mostly you. Snow. Kudos.
John.
Pat on the back.
Giant worms.
Giant sandworms.
Giant worms. Banjo playing people.
Banjo playing people.
Yep.
William is dead.
William
for now.
exploded.
I mean, it was for a good cause. ...
I mean, you all didn't die, so that's good, Daniel.
That 1 out of 5 ain't
I
bad.
would say that is a pretty good. Thank you for the little note.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Just in case you do ever want to send me a note in the future, my dear players, we are going to be adopting the system from, what was it, Paranoia?
Oh yeah, no,
The
Paranoia.
Yeah,
where-
so if you ever want to send me a note, grab a note card, write it down, crumple it up into a little ball, and throw it at me.
Other things that happened.
Other things that happen. So sandworms, Daniel's dear construct is kablooied. You met tunnel folk.
Wilson glowed some colors apparently.
It was a rainbow.
It was red and green.
No, it was just red and green.
Oh, yes, I remember that now.
Man went into a furious fit of anger and slashed through some worms.
And Snow was nearly eaten by said worm.
No,
Oh,
she
no.
was eaten. She was inside the belly of the beast
Fair.
and profusely vomited while inside. Maybe you just had like really bad like indigestion from all the vomit and it vomited you back up in
Nah,
response.
I think it's going to be canonical that my character has now developed the habit of stress vomiting.
You vomited 3 times thus far in the campaign. It's pretty impressive.
I'm impressed.
But other than that, we are all at the end of the combat, still in the giant deep pit.
I thought we slept. We made camp and we slept.
So it's all at the end of the combat. You're still in the same giant pit, though, that is 200 feet deep, dark, and seemingly has no escape and has no cell phone service. Gee darn it. Not allowed to contact the outside world while in here. But you did meet some wonderful banjo people and made camp for the night.
Them dang banjo people and their acid.
Didn't they talked about a tomb, right?
No.
That was us. We're
Oh,
talking about going
Yeah,
there.
we were talking about.
You
but
were
didn't they
trying to
have-
get to a tomb, and they said that they've followed these tunnels for almost a week now, and it seems to be interconnected into a lot of different things.
Yeah, but what specifically? Like, didn't they say like there was treasure or something?
They did find
Yeah.
a giant treasure area. They found It seemed like a natural underground sanctuary with glowing crystallized rocks and whatnot.
Nice.
There have just been a couple of dead ends, a couple of monsters. They've seen a lot of the worms because make these tunnels, but these worms do seem to be interconnecting to a lot of various different locations around this floor.
Okay, so if we explore this place, we have the potential to get a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
If we don't explore this place and we just quickly find a place out of here, we can get to
Back on your mission.
back on our mission.
But they did say that the direction that they came from does have an exit back up to the surface world.
Got it. So let's just go that way.
Well-
And if we find any branching paths, then
Maybe explore
Well, we'll
them for a
make these
little bit.
decisions when we wake up.
oh, I'm asleep. Z.
Yeah, we're still sleeping. I think. Are we sleeping? Did we
Everyone
slip?
roll,
Oh no.
and I need your rolls.
It's a 3.
7.
10.
Okay.
Am I still
I
nauseous?
need to roll for everyone else. Okay. Oh wait, that's right. Only Wilson's down here.
Yeah, it's
So-
just Wilson.
So you all are awaking, and there's no smell of breakfast being made, and your souls cry a single tear by the fact that you realize that Clyde will not be providing food for you for the next couple days in your venture. But luckily, you do all have rations on you.
Do we?
Yeah,
I
You
better
just-
make sure I
your
have.
rations are like 3 weeks old, but yeah, you have them.
Oh gosh, dang it! You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. You bought these at the beginning of the campaign, and I know everyone else has them because I helped make their characters and I gave them adventuring gear.
Yay, I'm not going to die of starvation.
I think I'm out of rations.
Are you?
I think so because when I never mind, it doesn't really. I mean, it matters, but I don't have much left in the way of rations because I refuse to eat some of the food.
And we don't have one Clyde on hand.
Nope.
So
You're one Clyde down, one
Yep.
Chef Boyardee down.
Oh dang!
Oh, I miss
Oh,
those.
should we roll? We never rolled for loot for the worms.
Oh yes, please do so.
Oh, no.
Write them down. Write them down and hand them to me on a separate sheet of paper. We've
We're just
got
showing one thing.
Also, what did we get from the griffin fight?
Hero Sphinx.
Yeah.
Correct yourself. They were sphinxes, not griffins. So, yes, Mohit. Remember, none of you know this, so don't ask about it. Mohit, you got a panther pelt,
Yes, that's right.
and you also got a legendary item. Which, because remember, you crit on
Out of
rolling
all
for
the
your loot.
people to give one to.
You got Black Panther wing. They're a
Wakanda forever.
you got Black Panther wings, and they are a 3 times use duration 5-minute magical wings that enable you to fly.
Stop. Okay.
Oh, wise panther with wings.
They gave me some wings to fly on my own. Now there is no difference from me and the panther with wings. Because
Okay.
Wakanda
Okay, stop.
forever.
We're gonna end
stop
that.
you there. All right,
I can fly for 5 minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
and you can do that up to 3 times. Okay, that's your worms.
Yeah.
And your worms.
Oh, we're
Okay.
supposed to roll 3 times.
Please roll 3 times because remember that's what you did with the panther with wings. Okay. From the panther fight, you, Daniel, managed to get a panther pelt and also a panther claw.
I was hoping for that. I can use it for things.
You also got a panther pelt and claw. From your worm.
What? Wait, I only got 2 things out of 3?
Yes, you rolled low.
You said I wouldn't get things. I only don't get things if I crit fail. I didn't crit fail.
No, the DCs were different because the loot for these guys is really good because what they can be crafted into.
Wah.
Wah. Okay.
Dang it. I like lately, every time I roll for something, I just don't get anything.
Not good.
Terrible. I keep losing out on like one piece of loot.
Yeah.
Guess you just got legendary armor, though.
Not armor. It's,
It's
magical item.
wings.
Well, legendary.
Got wings. Can I
We
see
don't know
your-
about those though.
I need your
Me?
worm rolls. Or
Oh,
just
mine?
show them to me again. I did. You, Daniel, already rolled. I
Mine
just
was a
need to see.
12, a 16, and a 17.
Okay.
I got a 12, 8, and 17.
6, 13, and 16.
Okay. You two, Daniel and Snow, you got a potion.
Okay.
Acid.
A potion of acid.
No, actually.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yes, you got those. All three of you actually got potions of worm acid.
Oh, wonderful.
But you two got special potions called Aspect of the Burrow.
Oh, gosh. I already have Aspect of the Nightingale, so it must have to do with digging.
Sounds
Is that
like
how we're going to get out of here?
And all three of you have something called worm plating.
What does that do?
You don't know yet. It's just a mob drop that you've gotten. There are no descriptions on what these are because you guys have never seen them before. If you ask any other adventurers who may have been through these parts, they might know.
Or maybe an NPC.
How do you spell worm? Is it W-U-R-M?
It's not a Y because they're not mythical dragons.
That's what I was going to say.
W?
Okay. That's what I was going for.
O.
Okay.
R.
Okay.
M.
Okay, I'm not stupid. I just wanted clarification.
Are you?
Okay.
Yeah, we have to clarify that a little bit.
All
Mohit.
right.
It's okay, Sal. We believe in you.
I believe in me too.
Oh, you guys aren't awake yet because I need to describe what happened.
We're just all in one dream together.
So, you're all laying down in a semicircle around a fire that Wilson made for you. And as you groggily wake up, you find yourselves in these sleeping arrangements. Emily, you are promptly slipped in your own bed.
I have a bed?
The bedroll.
Oh, okay.
You all have a bedroll. You all have bedrolls.
Sweet. I'm in a bedroll.
You're kind of like half out of the bedroll, laying kind of like tilted to the side with the covers not completely on you.
Okay. Half in, half out. It's the perfect temperature.
Daniel is sleeping quite peacefully and just proper and regularly. Mohit, you find yourself
I feel
like
like I know what you're going to say.
wrapped around something with one leg on top, kind of laying on your side.
I knew it. These are the banjo people, right?
And you are currently
it's the banjo
you're
people.
currently
I am one with the acid trippers.
You're currently little spooning in a very cuddling fashion. It seems as though
I
you
am
slept
the little
next
spoon.
to a rather yes.
That's fair. I mean, in real life.
You are sleeping next to a rather large, bulky, and muscular figure.
You're
like-
with Wilson, you slut.
like in real life. Like in real life, sure, I'm a big spoon, but like, come on, like
Sal is
everyone
definitely
wants
a
to
little
be
spoon.
everyone wants to be a little spoon, okay? Like if you don't want to be a little spoon, you're lying.
I don't
okay?
think Quinn could ever be a little spoon.
but he definitely wants to.
I'm too big to be a little spoon.
I don't even know what we're talking about, but
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
going to
Wilson
nod.
and I. Yes, I knew it. Okay.
So
Well, I
you-
didn't know it, but like,
So you wake up in these
Okay.
arrangements, and you notice that unfortunately, the tunnel people who aren't tunnel people left a very kind note and thanked you for the meal, but they have been on their way.
That's unfortunate.
I put the note in my inventory. I
Okay.
might use this for later. I don't know.
Okay.
is there an option to romance Wilson?
Are you
He's-
even awake yet?
He's still groggy
No.
and asleep because you all woke up relatively early. He's not even awake yet.
Then I'm not pushing him off. I'm just gonna little spoon with him.
Okay. I get up.
Okay.
I stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I look very depressed because there's nothing to eat right now, and I like breakfast.
Mhm.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
You know what's gonna make you more depressed?
Roll
And
a
I look
perception check.
That's a 17.
And you notice
Oh dear.
that your ship is currently with someone else.
That ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed. Not just that, but hey, there's one more person.
That ship has sank.
That ship has sailed,
Cam, are you
somehow
okay?
lifted into the clouds, and we are in just the yin yang of ships.
Mohit, roll
Like,
for me. Mohit, roll for me. One of
Make-
the ships is at half mast.
Oh,
That's right.
well done.
You heard it here first.
Now the question is, who's at half mast?
Who do you think?
Yes.
I'm
Well-
just gonna go with this. You know what?
to be fair, morning wood. It's like the first thing that happens when
Yeah.
you wake up. You
It's-
can't help it.
It's very true.
It's very true. It's you have no control over it. It's just a subconscious natural body
have you ever
reaction.
had a day in which that didn't happen?
Yes.
Yes.
Not-
It's not- I feel like our female has, definitely had a couple days where that hasn't happened.
Anyway.
You all slowly start waking up one at a time. Snow, you were the first.
I kind of just keep looking over at them, shake my head, and I walk over to Angus.
Okay.
I say, Angus, look what's become of your master. I don't know what that means.
Is it an insult to stoop down to someone like me?
I don't know.
Because I call it stepping up. But, okay. This is where my level 10,000 Master of Seduction comes in.
After about 10 minutes, Wilson wakes up, realizes what's going on, silently just rolls away.
But as he's
and
doing
stands up, dusts himself
can
off,
I roll perception check?
and starts to walk away, yes.
Oh, no, because as he's rolling away, I wanted to grab him. I wanted to
Roll a perception check. Let's see if you noticed.
They're 23.
You notice the warm, comforting presence that cradled you all night long is no longer there.
And then I reach over. A sense of somberness overwhelms me. But a sense of joy and a sense of passion is what overrides every one of my feelings right now. And I look up at the sky and I say, thank you. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about this.
So Wilson, you want to talk about
What?
this?
No, we're not going to talk about this.
I didn't know you.
He's a small man. He reminded me of my German Shepherd back home.
Is your German Shepherd slimy and wet at all times?
Well, it depends. Some days he would lick himself
Do you
after being
sleep
like
with
he's-
your German Shepherd?
Of course. He's a very comforting being that likes cuddles.
Okay.
Have you ever slept with a large dog in your bed?
Who is that directed towards?
Yes.
Anyway, so gentlemen, I think it's time we got going since our compatriots are stuck up top and we've lost these other travelers.
Well, they
Dang.
said to go this way, and he points off towards a tunnel, which is still heading in the southern direction, which is where the Tomb of Alani is said to be.
I mean, that would make sense that we should go that way since they said that there might be a way out. So what my character says is she looks at everyone. She says, I think we do need to be careful since it seems that this tunnel was a trap of some kind because we can't access anything on the outside and we don't know why it's here. And it also appears that something is not supposed to get out of this tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't they mention something about moles? Those
Yes,
travelers? They
they
mentioned
did.
something about moles
They
the other
did.
day.
I did.
The things on your faces or the...
No.
Oh,
No.
you mean like the
kind of
groundhog
burrow,
things?
yeah.
Got it.
Little blind things that dig holes in your yard.
So I suggest we begin moving out then.
Yep.
So I will begin to pack up my stuff and prepare.
I stand up with a massive nugget.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So you all are...
Yeah, we're all...
Hmm?
We're all leaving.
Yeah, we're moving out.
Yeah, obviously. So Wilson hops on Angus.
Mhm.
So there is only one horse down here and 4 individuals.
I can walk.
Okay, Wilson offers the spot to Snow as she is the leader.
I mean, I think it'd be better if I walked as well.
Is there a reason why? I mean, Angus can hold 2 people. Honestly, you could carry 3, but that's just cramped.
I'll walk.
He holds out his hand to you.
I take a very deep breath, take his hand, and I get up on the horse.
And you start making your way down the tunnels. Everyone roll a perception check.
Perception.
14.
Ooh, 28.
26.
Nice. Good rolls.
My D20 is being kind to me today.
Yeah, the dice haven't betrayed us.
So
Yeah.
everyone except Mohit.
Dang it, Mohit. You're just lollygagging. You're like, wee, all the acid.
Oh, I'm doing more than lollygagging.
Oh.
I'm
that mean?
lollygagging.
So everyone in the tunnel...
I'm taking this way too far.
Yes. Everyone in the tunnel just hears the rhythmic echo of water dripping. Like something's falling from the cave ceiling, like water dripping off the stalagmites. The ones on the ceiling.
I think those are the stalagmites.
Are they?
I think.
There's
There's a saying that goes with this. Do you want me to look it
Water's
up?
dripping from the ceiling off of the sharp, pointy rocks that are angled downward.
We've given up.
And everyone except Mohit does, however, hear the echoing of footsteps.
It was stalactite. I was completely wrong.
You hear the echo of a loud, thunderous footstep off in the distance.
What is that?
You don't hear it. You're the only one who didn't hear it because your perception's bad because you're lollygagging.
What on earth is that noise? Or what in earth is that noise?
Oh, you better hope that's not in the earth. Actually, we better hope it's not up top. Is anything like moving? Like, is there anything falling?
No, it sounds like it's echoing from far down the tunnel system.
But we hear water drops.
You hear the water drops quite clearly because it's just like the condensation from the caves just accumulates and then drips off the ceiling.
Do I see if there's any place to I guess hug the wall just in case something's coming down the tunnel?
I mean, the tunnel is around about, as we've previously discussed, 10 foot wide in diameter. So it's wide enough that all of you are actually able to walk side by side, even with the horse and the two people on either side. And you are currently just walking down, and there doesn't seem much to be. This just seems like a very straight tunnel right now.
Could it be those aforementioned moles, maybe?
Possibly. I would like to make a knowledge... I can't really see anything, but I would like to make a knowledge nature check.
Okay. And what exactly are you looking for?
You can make a knowledge nature check.
I can't hear anything.
No, you can't. But, yeah. I'm going to make a knowledge nature check.
I can make
That's
a
not that
knowledge
high.
check.
It's 12.
6.
9.
We're smart.
So what exactly are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if my character would have knowledge about what other creatures would possibly be down here making that kind of sound. Oh, and also I would like to roll a knowledge dungeoneering.
Okay.
To see if my character is concerned that this could cause like a cave-in or structural imbalance.
Okay. Yeah.
The 25.
Okay. So you have no idea of any of the creatures that are in this area or what's native to these lands, but from what it sounds like it's not disturbing the cave system. It seems like something that naturally has lived here for a while.
Well, we could keep riding towards it, but I would say we should be on guard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, what if we just not use our weapons? Because what if we just put our weapons down so that we come in peace? This seems like a big guy.
We could, or we could make sure that we're safe. Having your weapons drawn doesn't mean you're going to do anything. It just means you're trying to prepare for battle, just in case.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's just keep moving forward.
So you keep moving forward for about a solid hour or so, and the tunnel's still straight. Very long time. I mean, if you think about it, you're probably traveling at walking pace. You're not running, so maybe like 10 miles an hour.
No.
Oh, wait, no, that's
Walking pace is
Right.
like 2.5 miles an
It's
hour.
very slow.
Really?
Yeah.
And the thing is,
a mile, maybe 6 miles. You've probably gone like 6 miles a most.
6 miles an hour is like a jogging pace.
You're walking briskly.
That's like 3 to 4.
Yeah.
I walk around 3.5 miles per hour.
Okay, fine. You've gotten around 3 miles in. Really long tunnel. And just all of a sudden, you just enter a large cavernous area.
Yay.
I perception check this large
Same.
cavernous area. It's a 20 total.
25.
Okay.
20 as well.
All right. So everyone's able to see very well, actually, without any usage of any magic or whatsoever. This large cavernous area you have entered up into is absolutely massive and completely lit by organic crystals. Luminescent crystals.
Knowledge Arcana?
Sure. No magic. They're not magical. They're
Okay.
naturally luminescent.
Could I use knowledge nature again?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
What
gonna
are you
do that
looking
too.
for?
Ooh, that's a 10. I was just trying to figure out if I could tell what kind of crystals these were.
Neither of you can. Congratulations.
Wilson, do you have any idea what this is?
Nothing from our planet, that's for sure. No, I mean, I could. Crystals, they glow.
Yep.
Crystals of the glowing variety. From what we've seen, though, I do know that there are a lot of creatures underground that do eat rocks for their nutritional value. So this could potentially be the food source for a lot of the creatures that live under here.
Wait, are you saying it's like, wait. Rock candy for them?
Oh, come on. You know you enjoyed that.
Everyone roll a will save. Wilson's fine.
I got an 8.
Plus your will.
So 16 total.
Is that a 9 or a 6?
That's a 9.
17.
Okay. Wow, that's a good will.
Bards.
Strong enough will to get Wilson over there.
Okay. All of you cringe, but none of you take psychic damage from the dad puns that have undergone.
Oh, for a bad pun?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a hilariously bad pun. The gosh darn rock candy in here. So everyone cringes and lets out a sigh.
Okay. I thought it was great. What can I say? My dad told a lot of dad puns.
And it does sound like this cave is more so alive here. You hear a lot more noises. You still hear the thud of the footstep off. It seems a lot closer, one, but you also see a lot of other creatures. Various bats and birds are actually flying up overhead.
Birds?
Birds.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is like Into the Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraiser.
I mean, there was a better version of that.
Man. No. No, wait, yeah, there was like a 50s version, but like, who cares? Brendan
Wow.
Fraser, man.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Long live his career.
That man might have my children. Or I might have
That man may have my children.
How would that work?
Kidnapped, clearly. But as you hear off in the distance, you actually do hear a lot smaller, but more numerous footsteps.
Let's just hope it's the acid cave people again.
I don't think it's going to be acid cave people. It sounds like digging.
It's moles.
It's like a bunch of rodents.
It's
Perception
just moles.
check.
It's moles, guys. Come on.
26.
What did I roll? 23.
We're getting some fantastic rolls today.
No, I just have a really high. We all just have really high perceptions.
We do. Oh.
Like I could roll a
16.
10 and I'd
Dang.
get
Yeah, no, I definitely think we're going to encounter some mole. Dag nabbit, don't you dare be giving us an encounter right now. No.
Why? What's wrong with encounters? What's
He's
wrong
just
with
casually
encounters?
reading a book. Come on.
I'm just casually reading the book in the middle of our session.
Yeah.
Casual reading.
Casual reading.
long
Toilet
as-
paper.
Casual reading.
Toilet reading.
Who reads toilet paper?
That's not what I meant. Only the best of the best can read toilet paper.
I used to write on paper towels. Is that similar?
What do you mean you used to?
What do you mean? I used to write on paper towels.
You still do.
Pretty sure
You
like
would if
last
you could.
session you wrote on a paper
No,
towel.
all my paper towel, most of
No.
my notes are on paper towels, but that's completely different.
I told him to transfer them to a digital format so that they would last.
Never
I'll
did.
never do it.
What do you have
Nope.
against paper towels? You know how much water a single sheet of Bounty could take?
Do you know how much water damage could happen to those notes if he uses it?
Not if he's using Bounty. Have you seen those commercials?
Those aren't Bounty. They're like the really crappy kind that they put in like the schools.
All the more
Don't-
reason to get Bounty.
Are we advertising for Bounty now?
Bounty is our sponsor, guys.
We don't have Bounty is not our sponsor.
If you see our faces on Bounty like paper towels, you know why.
No. But however, we do have an awesome affiliate of ours, Dice Envy. Daniel's got some dice. Mohit does not have their dice.
I do have their dice.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's the Joker die. Yeah,
those are
this
his
was
Dice
from
Envy
Dice
dice.
Envy. Yeah,
Oh, are they?
yeah.
I believe so.
They're literally my favorite dice ever. Like I have a ton of dice, and these are actually my favorite dice.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't think those are Dice Envy dice.
No, they are.
They're. Oh, okay. We'll go with it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have.
that out loud.
I have a set of dice. Rule has a set of dice. The GM has a set of
I do.
dice.
Way to single me out. That's
I'm sorry
you're
that
just
you
jealous
like.
because Wilson and I have.
Mildly jealous. No, is a mildly jealous person. Also vomits uncontrollably.
Yeah, you know who doesn't vomit uncontrollably? Me.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with it. So, if you enjoy our show, if you want to support us in some way and get some really nice loot, you can get it through Dice Envy through our referral link down in the description below. And that's about all I have to cover this moment of silence, this segment. Hey, GM.
Yeah. No, I've not been able to find a single stat sheet on what you've been able to encounter. But
Did you try badgers? I'm pretty sure they have badgers.
Ferrets.
Badger, 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 badger.
badgers.
Bidoof.
It's not a bidoof. Bidoof, by the way. Bidoof.
A bidet?
Since when?
Bidoof and B-Barrel. You're talking about the Pokemon.
It's Bidoof
From
and
fourth
Bibarrel.
gen, right?
It's Bidoof and Bibarrel.
It's Bidoof and B-Barrel.
After this episode, I'm going to take you outside and smack you in the face.
Okay.
Only after?
Yeah, okay. Only for technical reasons and
You
continuity.
know what?
and
Let
ease
us
of
know in the
editing.
comments below. Is it Bidoof or Bidoof? Okay,
Everybody's gonna hang you.
it's Bidoof.
I feel like this
Bedoofus.
episode's going to get the most views out of everything because it's just going to be retweeted just so everyone can hear how stupid you are and flame you in the comment section below.
Ow. Okay.
That's cruel.
we're gonna
That's
keep this.
cruel.
We're gonna be nice now. Okay, let's
We're
go
gonna
back.
be nice now before you all die. So you all run into a mob of creatures that are all around you. Honestly, so you walk out of this tunnel and you're met with a cliff face. You are on the edge of a cliff, staring down into this cavern. And there's a left, there's a right, there's an above and a below, and all around you, you can hear these footprints. You don't hear any form of verbal communication, but you hear like banging noises, like someone's like, and this is what you hear.
No.
I don't know what this is, but I am concerned.
I didn't know I could hear footprints.
Footsteps, and you hear it's not a phonetic language, but it does seem to be sound of a communication of sort.
Oh my God, no.
And off in the distance, you see a bunch of creatures that are about 2 to 3 foot tall.
These look like the things from Monster Hunter. It's
Big-
making me think of those.
It's the Oompa Loompas
They've got
that Willy
gr-
Wonka didn't
They've got
take.
big green hair, and they all have masks on.
Oh my God. You're troll huntering this, aren't you?
What? Am I?
Guillermo del Toro's.
Boom, boom, shake the room.
No,
say,
not
"What?"
that. Not that. Only one man who was never part of this campaign actually speaks this language. Wait, I think Crystal might speak this language. This is what you were met with. What do you wish to do?
Well, I'm gonna smack on my chest, and I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I'm gonna do the Matthew McConaughey thing where it's like.
You could try a linguistics check
Trying,
to see if you could
trying a
understand.
linguistics check. I didn't understand that.
Nope.
I'll try.
Nope.
My linguistics, that's a 20 total.
That's my base.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
Your base is a 20 for linguistics?
Oh wait, no.
Daniel reads things.
I got
Wait,
a
dude,
34.
No. I have a 21.
Okay.
I have a
GM, you're
21.
judging based on rolls.
I got
Still,
a 21
no.
linguistics.
The only person who has like a so this isn't like, hey, I speak Italian, let me try and decipher French or Spanish. This is like I there's literally no comparable thing. This is like, hey, I am from like a random school
And
in
you're trying
the
to discern
Midwest,
it.
and I'm trying to discern like a Native American language from like
That you're
10,000
about to-
BC.
That you're about to say this is what a southern. It's like trying to decipher the southern accent. It's like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh.
I speak something from Macedonia 10,000 years ago. And,
Exactly.
And a Chinese student is trying to interpret it.
They'd probably have too good of a chance. They're well-learned individuals generally. Gosh darn their high standards.
Yeah,
for-
yay.
Am I wrong?
I'm right here.
Daniel's the only person that can mildly decipher what's going on. You can tell via the context of them surrounding you with spears and bows and arrows
They want to eat us.
that they're looking for dinner, and they seem to be one of the only carnivorous beings in this tunnel
The Ewoks.
that you've seen thus far.
It's the Ewoks.
I mean, they're cousins. They're evil cousins.
No, Ewoks are evil.
Not really.
Do you
They're
know?
just-
Do you not know that? Like, they're carnivorous evil people.
Are they?
Yeah,
Are they really
so,
evil?
Like actually,
Canonically?
canonically speaking, in the Star Wars universe, like Ewoks are carnivorous. Like,
So this is not
Yeah.
what they are in Pathfinder, but for some reason, this is the only thing that I have in my head. So I just imagine these things
oh,
kind of.
yeah.
Oh, the coconut dude.
Yeah.
from Moana,
From
kind
Moana.
of. Yeah, with their spears and their blowguns
Yeah.
and
Is
bows
this
and arrows.
tropical under here? Is it like tropical plants and stuff?
We start
There aren't
hearing like,
any plants, really.
Just crystals that
Just
glow.
the-
oh my
luminescent
god, their
rocks.
master is gonna be Dwayne Johnson. That's what all the thing is. That's what all the banging is. That's what all the chest thing is.
We can go with that.
Because Maui is going to show up. He's going to be like,
gosh,
we're going to be like, what?
I thought you were trying to make like a clever pun because you're underground with luminescent stones and he's the rock.
That would have been really good. And you missed the opportunity.
And you missed the opportunity.
Anyway.
But no, you're surrounded by a good 24 of them.
Anyone have an idea of what's going on?
They're hungry, and I think they want to eat us.
And we need to run.
So what you're telling me is we need to run?
Yeah. Don't talk. We just got to run. Run. Angus, run.
How many are there?
24.
24.
Ooh.
Run. Just run. Or how big are they? They're 3 foot tall?
Barely.
We can punt those things.
Who's
They're
got
like, they're like 7-year-olds, okay? Like, come on.
I've never met a 7-year-old that is only 3 feet tall.
that you
I'm
can
sorry.
punt?
You could just like kick them across the football field. Yeah.
Well, that's if they're
What
actually.
do you do to 7-year-olds?
Some 7-year-olds that I've met are like huge. It's insane.
I'm
It's
saying.
kind of scary. No, I'm terrified of little children. But like,
So yeah, what are you gonna? There's about 24 of them. They all have blow darts.
we have to run, and then while we're running, we just kick as many as we can.
Dang it! Where's Clyde when we need him? We need the food supply.
Okay, so where are you running? Because remember, you're at the
there an
edge of a
exit?
cliff. They're climbing up. They're to your left, to your right, and above you.
Jump and cast Featherfall. Can she cast Featherfall on all of us?
What size creature is Angus? Because I think I can only do it.
Large.
I think I can do it for one size. I think I could do it
There's
for
a
large
limitation
creatures.
on the number, I believe.
Yeah,
You'd have to look at
on
it.
the number of people.
Yeah, because I know you can do like 2 mediums, but it depends on your caster level, so you'd have to look at it.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think it's going to work very well. We also don't know how high this cliff is. I'm also terrified of heights.
Well, what if you have Featherfall though?
I don't even know how I jumped from the top of that tunnel.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how or why I worked up the courage, but I did.
You want to get eaten alive by Ewoks? I don't.
Neither do I.
There are cooler ways to go in this world.
They're closing in on you. They'll be there in like a minute.
I mean,
Gotta
if we
make this
headed
decision.
back down the tunnel, we could technically our backs wouldn't be blocked by anything. So I mean, we could mow them down that way.
Yeah, that could work.
There's no path, right?
Path? What do you mean by path?
Like a path to get down or to ride down to get out of there?
From
Or
the cavern?
yeah.
I mean, to your left seems like the cliff face starts to slope downward, and to your right it seems like it goes up.
I can charm person mass. I can do that. That's a possibility.
I don't know, man. Also, if we just like jumped off the face of the cliff, couldn't they just jump on top of us?
How loud can Angus roar?
How
Angus
loud
Is
can
a
the
horse.
Bear with me here.
horse
Bear with me here.
roar? Quieter than me screaming, probably. He can neigh pretty loud.
Then how loud can Angus neigh?
Why? Loud.
Maybe he could scare them.
He can roll intimidate.
Yeah, but that's risky because, like, what if it fails? Like, I'm just saying, if we're gonna have to lose one of us, then
It'll be you. It'll be you, Sal. It'll be you.
So Quinn, technically Featherfall acts as a close range, but if I cast it individually on different people, it would carry each person.
Okay.
That's what I
So you
could do.
could.
Yeah.
but what?
So
if-
technically, if I cast it on
Roll a perception check real quick.
my perception, that's
Nope.
13.
Everyone
Can
can.
I-
That's a
can I-
13.
Everyone can. Everyone's perceptioning.
and then
That's
after
a
that,
13.
can I actually, before I perception check,
Yeah.
can I cast dancing lights down the cliff?
Sure. That'll
gonna
actually
cast-
help.
I'm gonna cast dancing
That'll
lights
help.
down the cliff.
Go for it.
I didn't know it was dark
Good.
down there. I thought it was bright.
It's still luminescent, but it'll help for a very specific reason. Because something's blending in.
Well, why do I have to roll for dancing lights?
Dun, dun,
Ew,
dun, dun.
there's probably something down there.
Why do I have to roll for
You-
dancing lights?
just- it's a roll to cast. You didn't crit fail. Congratulations. Now
Okay.
roll your perception check.
Okay,
I'm scared.
Okay.
25.
Mohit, with his assistance, is
Okay.
able to hear all of the noise of the creatures scaling the walls and angrily.
Okay, like I'm just saying, like,
gesturing at you.
what's down there?
You are able to both hear and now see, since you cast dancing lights, that there is actually a rushing riverbed down at the bottom.
Yeah, let's jump, man.
How big is the riverbed?
The river is around about 20 to 30 feet wide. You can't tell how deep.
Can Angus swim? Wilson?
I mean, he's pretty strong, and swim goes off of your strength modifier, so I think he should be fine as long as he's not riding, as long as no one's riding him.
You want to jump off the face of a cliff down a rushing river?
I'm a fish. Literally, all I do is.
Actually, this is true. This is true.
I'm
You
good.
don't
This is the
care.
moment he's been waiting for.
Okay. All right. I mean, fine.
I'm gonna Jar Jar Binks jump my way up there, do a triple flip, and then wee.
Please roll acrobatics for your triple flip. Wow, this man.
And I have a modifier too on it. Yeah. I have
Sal was a professional diver.
23.
Sal was a professional diver in real life,
Apparently.
and he was at an Olympic standard. And as he does a great dismount, leaps over these incoming Grippleys, as I just disclosed that they are. Does a triple backflip with a perfect tuck and dives flawlessly into the water.
Is that really true? Was your character an Olympic swimmer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Canonically now.
Canonically. Yep. Water's fine. Come down here.
Isn't he getting washed down, technically?
Yes.
I know, so
you're
as I'm-
Can I shout?
Yeah,
no,
I don't
ask him how
Water's
deep the
fine.
water
Come
is.
on.
being rushed by the current, which is
All
moving
right, I guess I'm
rather
jumping now too.
Yeah. Oh well,
Rapid
I mean,
pace.
but like, can I use my genetic salmon abilities to kind of
Oh,
swim
yeah, no,
upstream?
you're fine.
I can
Water's
swim
fine.
upstream. That's what I'm
Your
saying.
genetics. What race do you think you are?
Undyne.
Yes, and what is an Undyne?
Undine?
It's not a merfolk.
It's Undine.
I think it's Undyne. It might
Undyne
be
is a
Undine.
character
I think
from- Undine.
It's Undine. Anyways, Undine is
Undyne.
somewhere in your ancestry. You stem from
That's
a
Undyne.
line of water elemental, so you are
Correct.
literally water, but you are not a fish.
No,
But I
actually,
can swim.
Pathfinder images show that there are people with fish.
Like
Qualities.
attributes, but you are not exactly a fish.
Yeah.
You are able to go against the current somewhat, but you are not able to swim perfectly upstream. So instead of going like 60 feet per second, instead of going like 60 feet per second,
Yeah, I'm good.
not feet per second, instead of going 60 feet per round, which is 6 seconds roughly, so you're going 10 feet per second. Instead of doing that, you're traveling at half of it, so you're like 5 feet per second.
Okay. But I'm not like getting like super washed away by
No,
this
you're not
thing.
getting washed away, and you're
Yeah.
actually more so in control of your movement better than most people would be.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
I'm down here. It's fine. Water's fine.
Daniel.
I'm going to pull out a washer, put it around my finger, cast the light on it, and then jump.
That man is married.
Okay.
I hate you both.
Daniel, roll
married-
acrobatics followed by a
married
swim
to
check.
the game.
Oh boy, this is going to be
This
fun.
could be bad.
That's the acrobatics. That's the acrobatics. That's okay.
Okay,
What
roll your swim check.
Don't drown.
Not bad.
Step it. Add your strength, because I doubt you put points in swim. Who puts
So
points in
2,
swim?
so it's 12 total.
Okay, 12 total is not bad.
Okay, so I'm not drowning.
You're barely not drowning.
Great.
As you attempt to jump off of this cliff, one of the creatures manages to grab your foot, and you actually end up tumbling a little bit more and hitting the side of the cliff of the cavern as you fall down, and you do scrape your right arm up pretty badly, and there's a gash, and you take 4 damage.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a cleric.
And you are just barely able to, under these rushing rapids, stay afloat and not drown.
What about the creature? Is it still trying to?
Oh, the creature also fell with you as it grabbed you because of your forward momentum.
Okay, I should
So
probably.
it also fell in the water, and but it is drowning. It's
Okay, good. I don't have to beat it with a wrench.
The cliff. It's a cliff.
You can do it.
Oh wait, you're on Angus. Oh yeah,
Featherfall.
he jumps,
No.
Cast Featherfall.
and as he does, he shouts. I'm trying to remember the exact line.
Nay.
Until some great crisis shows us what we've become, and he jumps.
You can talk?
Wilson.
Wilson?
Oh, I thought Angus. I thought
Yes,
it said
I was
Angus.
trying to remember the quote. No,
I thought it
Wilson
said
says,
Angus
until
jumped.
some great crisis shows us what we've become, and he jumps off.
That's
Yeah,
a
no.
man right there.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I can do it.
But you're on the horse. You're already
know.
jumping.
You don't understand. Like, reflexes, I might jump off that
Okay,
thing. Dear God.
you are in front of him, and he's holding on
Oh,
to you tightly.
No. Yeah, no, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't like heights.
Stop ruining my romantic subplot.
Sploosh. You do not have to worry about your acrobatics because Angus jumped over it for you, but you do need to roll a swim check. Hey, you're not drowning.
Yeah, no, my total was a 23.
And everyone else is fine as well, and you are all being pushed downstream. But as you are, you hear a lot of angry screaming, and a couple of the Grippleys are jumping off the cliff into the water, following you. Some of them are just shooting their blow darts and bows at you, but all of them miss as you are being whooshed away by the rapids. But there are about maybe like 5 or 6 that are drowning after you because they can't swim very well. So you are all being whooshed downstream. How's it going, everybody?
Yay.
I'm not happy.
Not happy?
No.
Yeah, he's recovering from your stomach and your throat from the 90-foot cliff dive.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm casting dancing lights again so we
Okay.
can see where we're going.
So as you're falling backwards, you're casting dancing lights constantly to see up ahead of you,
Yep.
which will give you all a bonus on your next perception check.
18.
24.
17.
Up in front of you, you're not going to like this, Snow,
It's a cliff.
because
a cliff?
everyone loves waterfalls followed by a pit of stalagmites.
I thought you were going to say another waterfall.
No, you jumped off a cliff. That was only 90-foot drop. This one looks, you cannot tell, but the water is cascading over the edge, and you cannot tell how far or how deep. But you can assume the worst possible case is up ahead
What's
of
a stalagmite?
you.
The kind that runs up. The
the pointy, stony spikes that stick out of the ground and impale people.
thing
Got
we
it.
talked about at the beginning.
Okay.
Not stalactites, stalagmites.
What's stalactites?
Stalactites are the sharp, pointy, rocky thingies that stick up out of the ceiling, not the floor.
Okay, got it.
Because gosh darn geologists hate us. And great ideas.
Featherfall's 1. I have my wings, so I could probably get across there.
I mean, we could always try and make our way to the side.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
The smartest option would be to swim to the side, on the land,
Got it.
if we can.
All right. So you are all trying to make your way to the side, and it's really dark down here, but the dancing lights, the luminescent rocks are aiding you. Your faint aura around your body, Snow, is also aiding yourself. But as you get to the sides of the river, you notice that it is just slick, steep, wet rock.
Dang it.
And it just feels like you're in a water slide at some exotic theme park.
That
love
wants
that.
us all to die.
It just ends in death and peril.
I love it.
I mean, hey, if all of your clientele die, they can't sue you.
Is that true?
No. Not even a little.
They can't. Their
Okay.
family members can.
Okay.
The technicality.
And you said it's rock, not like dirt or anything?
Rock.
Dang. I was going to say I would just drive my dagger into it or something, but that's not going to happen. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I guess we're stuck casting Featherfall.
Yeah, we could. Well, I could fly. Can I grab someone on me? But I'm not strong enough to hold them. That's the issue.
Yeah,
If-
you're a frail little duckling, but you've got wings.
Got wings. And boy, can I fly.
You can fly.
Wilson, grab onto me. No.
Psych. I'm going to take him.
Wilson, grab onto me.
Even if I get out, what about Angus?
I'm gonna lend my wings to you, and then you can help me fly.
I cast Featherfall on Angus if I can. Not a crit fail.
Hey, there you go. Okay, the spell goes through, and that will be the only creature for that cast. So just mark down how many spell slots you're using, because you're casting a lot of Featherfalls here.
Where? I am aware. Level 1 spell, so I get 4. That's 1, 2. And the second one should actually be able to carry Daniel and myself.
2 people. Yes,
Yeah.
2 medium creature.
And I don't need to be carried.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's good. So you cast Featherfall for anticipation of this roaring waterfall up ahead of you. And you get to the precipice, the edge, and you can glare over. And it seems like this is about as large of a drop as the initial pit that sucked you into these tunnels. And at the end, at the bottom of it, you can see
Portal.
the stalagmite pointing up at you. It seems like the water crashes into these sharp, pointy rocks.
Well, with Featherfall, at least we'll drift down and we won't die on them.
Well, if you cast Featherfall,
I already cast it.
you did. Well, couldn't the momentum just kind of glide us over it?
No.
Featherfall
At
just...
the bottom of this, you see nothing but stalagmites.
Oh, so just going on for ages.
The waterfall basically ends, and it looks like there's a lake at the bottom, but it looks like it's a lake of sharp, pointy
and
rocks.
there's no sides.
Nope. Straight drop down.
Well, like, I'm good. 'Cause, like,
What a guy.
I'm fine.
Well, I'm good.
Is there like nothing we can do? Like there's no floor at the bottom of this.
What if when you guys, so if you're feather falling down there, and if they're all feather falling down there, and they take damage as soon as they hit the bottom, right?
I detect magic at the bottom of the waterfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Magic. Lots of magic. Doesn't even seem that far away. Actually seems a lot closer than the bottom of the waterfall.
I think it's an illusion.
Magic portal. I called it. Now you're thinking with portals. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I guess
let's
we're gonna
just-
fall into it.
Yeah, you're gonna fall into it.
But
I'm just
as we
gonna-
go over, my fear of heights still kicks in, and I scream, "I hate
Wait.
all of you!"
Roll a will save because this is roll a fortitude save because this is a very stressful moment.
My fortitude's actually pretty high. I gotta find it on the sheet though, because I'm not used to the sheet.
It is a new sheet.
Also,
We're
I'm swooping down behind them.
spicing things up.
Give me my fortitude. That is an 18.
Total?
Yeah.
Wow, it's good. You vomit in your mouth a little, but it does not projectile everywhere.
Okay, it doesn't have to be every single time. Can I just say when I vomit, please?
It's been a stressful day, man. And it just began. So you...
Yeah, no, but I say that out loud. Like, I hate all of you!
You're welcome.
So you start falling. At the precipice of this waterfall where it's about to start cascading over your bodies, even though you mentally are prepared thinking that it is just an illusory effect, you involuntarily have this reaction of dread before the multi-100-foot drop into stalagmites.
I mean, I don't.
And you start to fall, and right as the momentum is about to take you, you have a nice gentle sploosh into a calm lake. And your entire scenery changes before you. And you are now in a rather large 200-foot in diameter room, which is mostly a large lake, which comes up to a soft rock shore, and the entire cave is lit by those luminescent crystals that you saw before. And in front of you,
This is the center of the earth. We made it, guys.
there is a figure.
There's a what?
There's a figure.
A perception check.
It's Brendan Fraser.
24. It's not Brendan Fraser.
19.
24.
19.
18.
Hey everybody, it's Quentin here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm the GM for Sword Art Online Odd, and I'm so glad that you guys have been tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the adventure with everyone. We have climactic scenes and all this fun energy, but there are a couple of things that I wanted to tell you about. We love your support of actually watching our podcast, but we do love interacting with you guys, the viewers, so we try and do that on Twitter and Instagram, and we love sharing memes and GIFs. That's one of Snow's favorite things to do. She just scrolls through Twitter like multiple times a day, and she has rants with a bunch of other podcasting groups and a bunch of fans that we love communicating with, and we love hearing from you guys. So again, that's on Twitter and Instagram at RollFound, or you can get in touch with us through our website, missingroleplayerfound.com. If there are other things you wanted, like we have music that we use, we've got character sheets which we can publish, and there are a bunch of different other ways you could support us at our Patreon at bit.ly/support MRPF, or you can Ask Alice, which is a new program we're going to be doing where you guys can submit any question to us, whether it be about us, the players, or just our lives, or how we set up our podcast, or about the characters specifically in the story, or other story elements. If there's anything you wanted to know, you can ask Alice, which is the AI which we have set up in the Sword Art Online campaign right now. And you can find that at bit.ly/ask MRPF. So if you have any questions or comments that you wanted to send to us, please do reach out. We love being able to interact with all of you. And please do, once again, check out our affiliates at Dice Envy. We'll shamelessly plug them in our episodes. We did it already once, where our dear friend Sal does not have Dice Envy dice, and we roasted him. I hope you all enjoyed. But we are an affiliate with Dice Envy, and the link will be in the description below in this podcast. So please do check that out. Some of the proceeds do go to us, and it's a wonderful way to support us, but also get you guys involved and get you some really quality dice for your own role-playing experience. And we hope whenever you use them and whenever you role-play, you think of us. And without further ado, you're actually going to hear about another podcasting group that we absolutely love, and they've supported us, and we're supporting them. So if you like us, maybe you'll like this next group.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you made it. My name is Prince Calum, and let me be the first to welcome you to Timshel, home of the Frostwalkers podcast. We are a 5e actual play group that...
You can't tell me what to do.
Don't touch
That's not.
that. As I was saying, we are an actual play 5e podcast that uploads weeklies on Mondays. We are telling an original story using a homebrew setting set in the world of Faerun. While, Rowan, what are you doing with that dog?
I'm just playing with him. He's really
We
big.
still call him Mr. Fluff.
Junior.
Oh, God. Hey, them, no mind. We're really happy you guys are here to stick along with us. It'll be, we're hoping to give you guys a fun story, great adventures, and Andre, I know that that's tempting, but the shiny thing is not your property.
But what if I want it to be really hard?
It is bad. Put it
Feeling is
back,
bad.
please.
As I was saying, we hope you enjoy your stay. And Leona, the sword may be glowing, but I'm sure our new friends are not evil.
Oh, there's only one real way to find out,
She's
and it's
right.
all blood.
Stab our guests. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Life's a game.
The world's a stage.
And we are all merely role players. Join members of Blackshaw Theatre Company as they try on all the many roles there are to play.
You are Blackshaw Theatre, nobody else knows. You're also investigators of inexplicable happenings, deputies of federal law enforcement, master thieves and con artists.
Hooray!
Merely role players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. New episodes every week, new stories in new genres every season. Just search for Merely Role Players wherever you find podcasts.
Thanks, everybody, for bearing with us through the short intermission. Now, thank you guys once again, and back to the episode. So yes, you all see a figure off in the distance, and actually, as you get closer, it seems to be two figures. And you can overhear a conversation.
I thought we washed up on the beach.
You haven't washed up in the beach yet. You were still in the lake.
Okay.
Perception check?
Sure, go for it. Yes, but you've seen them. You are now trying to hear their conversation, I presume, in which Mohit has water in his ears.
Whopping 14.
29.
Okay.
Crit fail.
Does Wilson see it?
Daniel and Sal are daft and deft. Both Snow and Wilson are actually able to overhear the conversation. And it sounds like the bickering of an old married couple.
Oh my gosh, please tell me it's time and death again.
And you hear the very familiar voice of Death, in which she is trying to quell a much larger and angrier voice. How could you let us get kicked out? Usurped! Foolish! We should have stormed them with an army.
Death! Hey! Hey, Death! Starts swimming towards the shore.
And she looks at you, she glances, and she tries to shoo you away.
I sink back under the water. Bubbles.
Can I take out my lyre?
Sure. You summon a lyre. And what do?
And I play one note.
What note?
C sharp.
Do you and C sharp? Is that your favorite note?
Well, yeah, because it's the only thing that programming languages and music common.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Should we roll for psychic damage?
I'm rolling my will save.
That wasn't even intended as a joke. That was.
It's a sad reality of just.
Why couldn't you just be flat?
You mean like the Earth? Yeah, no.
Daniel's like, I'm gonna cut somebody.
I'm sorry, I've been bothering him this whole time.
Do you want to take a picture of this face I'm making right now?
So,
yeah.
You pull out your lyre and you play a chord. And as you do, it echoes through this large cavernous area. And upon hearing it, Mohit, roll a reflex save.
29. Or not 29, sorry, 19.
About to say, damn, boy. Your reflex is a base 20. Okay, good. 19. It's much better. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you still get nicked, but you're going to take less damage than you would have. You take 2 damage as one of the figures has drawn a sword and slashes at the water. And just based off of the sheer force generated by the slash, a gust of wind comes and slices through the lake and cuts you.
Ow.
Even now, they're still trying to usurp us. Who goes there?
Okay, I come back out of the water. Hello, oh stranger. This we are.
And Death walks up and gingerly places her hand on the man's chest and says, "Darling, no, I know them. They're all right. They're fine."
Hi, we're the odd ones. We're the odd guild.
You gave me this lyre.
I'm Odd Snow.
Oh, it was that lyre.
Yeah.
Roll. I need you to roll.
Roll what?
Roll a d20. I need you to roll. Okay, no, you're fine. The world doesn't explode. You don't create a rift in reality.
Oh, it was a 2.
Okay.
I'm worried. Yeah, no. Hi, I'm Odd Snow.
What a peculiar name.
Well, Snow is my name, but Odd is the
reason
game.
I shouldn't smite you where you stand.
One of the reasons would be that's not nice. The second reason is we're friends with Death.
Isn't Daniel now?
Mm-hmm. This is not time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind.
I don't know if you recognize the difference in the voice, but you really should have. That's not time.
Time was old.
That wasn't time either. The person you met before was Wisdom.
Oh, okay.
This is a very different individual, and as you are getting closer towards the beach,
anger,
I will give you a better description. He is a tall man, 6'4", has a lion pelt on his shoulder.
It's Smolder. That's his name.
A mace in his one hand and a sword in the other. Tall, black hair, pale face, looks
Conan?
gaunt and sickly.
Is Conan the Barbarian?
No.
Oh, he's not sickly.
We're doing on mythology,
He's
so
not sickly.
And he looks like his entire body, like he looks emaciated.
Not emancipated.
Not a freed slave.
I said emaciated. Oh, it's emaciated?
Emaciated.
Oh, okay.
Not emancipated. It's emaciated.
I always said emaciated.
You also pronounce it Baidoof.
Mm-hmm. Comment below.
So the votes are out on whether you're stupid or not, but
the things I'm going to do to you.
But yes, you
that turned mildly sexual.
You sound a little like
this tall.
It's just payback.
You see this tall, emaciated figure with a lion pelt, a mace in one hand, and a sword in another.
Hi.
Anyway, good sir, now that we've introduced ourselves and we're friends of Death, who may we ask are you? I could roll knowledge religion.
You can. I'm going to roll his attitude and demeanor towards you. It's not looking too good right now.
21 would be my knowledge for religion.
Mine's a 19.
Okay.
Religion.
You want to give it a go?
No.
Why not you? I think you have points in it.
I do not.
Do you not? Give me your character sheet. You ran with literally the most religious guild in the game for... Oh, yeah, no, that's why they didn't like you. Wait, yeah, no, that's why they didn't like you.
Do you know what Jesus is? No, I have absolutely no idea who that is.
What are you, a cleric?
I believe it's pronounced Jesus, actually. He's my Hispanic baker down the street.
Yeah, he's
a real stand-up guy.
Anyway.
Yeah, he was great. You don't recall much except a story about a man who once went to visit Death in the underworld. Snow, that is.
I whispered Wilson.
Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue. I don't. He doesn't seem particularly friendly, though.
No, he's not. Is he attractive?
If you find literally
skin
on bones, gaunt, sickly, pale, and scrawny, but overwhelmingly radiating an aura of terror and power to be attractive, then yes.
So I'm assuming you're either War or Death's cousin, which could be War too.
Don't insult me by comparing me to that buffoon.
Okay, Plague.
Much better.
Aha! Sickness, plague, the usual.
Pestilence.
Okay.
I also dabble in war.
Pesto sauce.
Okay, roll a reflex save again.
Misdirection tactics.
It's not it's not melee. It's ranged. Yeah,
15.
no, you get hit by another air slice.
Okay.
I'm being generous here. He does not want to be cessed 8 damage.
So, what would be the...
Oh no, he looks right at her, and you tolerate these buffoons, Alani. Well, I mean, they were kind of helpful in the desert when I was dealing with Ayas, and I just felt like it would be proper to give them gifts, and we're just acquaintances, barely.
That cuts real deep. It cuts deep, Ilani.
I did like her spunk, though. And she points to you, Snow.
Yeah.
She has great intuition about her.
Oh, and another note. So, we heard you had some issues with your temple and tomb.
Oh, see, darling, here we go. This is what you need. You need to get a handful of adventurers, send them out on a quest, offer them something in return, and you just do that about 5 or 7 times because probably the first 3 are all going to die horribly. But eventually, after their bodies pile up on the doorsteps, the enemies will start tripping on them, and then they'll all die, and then it'll be great because we'll have more skeleton warriors. Then we can go in later and raise the undead army.
Alani.
Yes?
So, I heard your temple was having some issues.
Yes, bandits have overridden it. This absolutely absurd guild named Epitaph. They have been running amok and absolutely ruining the system.
Epitaph. I see the irony in that statement, seeing that they're part of it. Never mind, I thought it was funny, but...
They chose the name, not me.
Yeah, no. So we came to kind of help with that situation.
See, darling, so this will be an absolutely wonderful response. So we just send them, and either they'll die or they'll solve our problem. Either way, they're out of your head.
Also, Alani, sorry to address you in such an informal way, but I'm also looking to see if I can find another one of these.
What are you pointing to?
The necklace.
Wilson's necklace?
No, my necklace.
Your necklace. That is an old relic I have not seen in ages, but it could be buried somewhere deep within the temple. So if you were going to go and you didn't end up dying because there's a lot of people there, you could manage to uncover something. I do remember something about a sealed tomb of Ishtar, in which my temple now tomb is built on top of.
Oh my gosh, we had this whole conversation with Kali. It was the old temple of Ishtar, which is the new temple of Lani, but now it's... Okay. Speaking of necklaces, I look at Wilson. What in the hay?
Oh, are you loving my gift? I thought it would be absolutely perfect for him. He seemed a little timid for my liking.
I agree. But on the other note, when he takes it off, he doesn't remember anything.
And the other gentleman in the room, which you've been ignoring, who's been grumbling this entire time, looks directly at Wilson and then directly at Alani and then says, "You gave him my necklace?" I've been looking for that for 3 days.
Is he Pride?
No, he's Pestilence.
Oh, Pestilence. Okay.
Pestilence. Oh, don't worry, darling. We can always just summon another one. I mean, they literally just like extrude out of you half the time.
I'm imagining like a 3D printer.
That's what I thought of too when I used that phraseology. But yes.
Okay, so wait, no. So Sir Pestilence, I'm assuming you would know what's going on.
At least she's referring to me in a more proper manner. This is the goddess of death, my wife. Please have some respect.
Oh my gosh, you two are married. Oh, you're so cute. I'm okay.
He just glares at you and your insolence.
Okay, excuse me. So you, I assume, would know what's going on with this. Wait, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see him exuding the red or green.
No, you didn't, because you were in the worm.
Yeah.
No one's told you.
Yeah, okay, so nobody told me about that.
Nope, no one told you. No one cared.
Gentlemen.
None of them cared.
Oh, yeah. He got angry and he turned red and green, kind of like a rainbow, but Christmased.
So that's what happened. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out what do?
What do you mean?
Well,
you haven't figured it out by now. You're an adult, and I don't even think you can handle the quest. All it does is inhibit fear, but it creates a newer part of him, a better, stronger, manlier part of him.
That's ironic coming from you.
I'm going to step out of the way.
Mohit, now having been hit by this multiple times, is stepping out of the way. Daniel, you only take 4 damage by his air slice.
Woo! My gosh, can we stop the slicing and dicing? We don't have our chef anymore.
Slicing and
Oh
dicing.
no, what happened to him? Did he ever cook with my pomegranate?
No.
Oh, do try that in a recipe sometime. I hear pies are absolutely delicious with it, or you could make a wonderful crepe.
Well, what happened is we were traveling in the desert, and then we fell into a hole, and then the hole led to this place.
Okay.
We also met some people who were high on acid.
Doesn't surprise me. Is that what that annoying music was?
Where are we?
You're in a land in between space-time, the underworld.
So we're not
More of a
dead.
pocket dimension of sorts.
Great.
Some people call it purgatory.
Huh?
Is Matthew McConaughey in this place in Interstellar?
Oh, everyone roll a perception check real quick.
23.
16.
Okay.
Crit fail.
Okay,
Daniel.
Daniel sees nothing. Okay, you and Wilson, you are taking a better look at the water around you.
Mm-hmm.
And you see ghostly figures swirling around.
Oh my gosh,
in
this
the
is
water.
we fell into that.
Basically.
Oh, the thing in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Ew, ectoplasm.
It's just a pool literally made of souls.
Oh, yeah.
This is just the waiting line, basically, to get into the underworld.
Wait, did you guys ever get out of the water? Because I know I said I was making my way out.
I'm flying it. I was never in the water.
How would you pass through the
portal?
Yeah.
He fell into the portal, and then he activated his wings as he was falling.
Oh.
I guess I'm out of the water now, too.
He sees the
Daniel,
souls.
after he's seeing souls surrounding and swirling and dragging him down.
Oh, hi. How are you? Bye.
Anyway, Alani, we were making our way to your tomb, and we fell into the hole, and then we got stuck down here, which we're assuming was a trap of some kind. Don't know what was keeping in, but yeah. So we're making our way to your tomb. We're just trying to figure out where we go.
Well, generally a great place to start is up and out of this dimension. You're on a different plane of your existence, technically, which can cause some problems with GPS locations.
Ooh, speaking of which, minimap. Oh god, it doesn't work.
Just every time you try and open it, you just get a red X and that says error. Yeah, no, that's not going to function properly in here. But don't worry, my husband here, Jari, he can get you out.
What was the name?
Jari.
Jari. How do you spell that?
Jari.
How do you spell that, GM?
Garri.
Garri.
I'm sorry,
Gary?
J. I'm sorry, J. Should be a J. Why did I say G?
Hi, Gary.
Or you can refer to him as Nurgle.
I'm going to go with Jari. Oh, well, yes, Sir Jari. That would be really great if we could figure out how to get out of here. Yeah. Our party's probably going to be really worried. So, also, have you come across any of people that call themselves dark?
Not particularly that I could think of. No.
Wilson, is there anything I'm missing?
Information on this guild called Epitaph. I mean, we can research them in our own time, I suppose. But those are the people who supposedly took over the temple.
Yeah, that would be good. Any, could you tell us a little bit about Epitaph?
Oh my, what a story, what a tale. Absolutely exhausting me recently. It's making bookkeeping such a pain. Just the constant influx and outflux and people just dying out of nowhere because of their stupid experiments and then them trying to raise them back from life. So that is what they're all about, is that they're obsessed with this concept that they are able to defeat the game via resurrection and their ability to bring themselves back to life even once they die so they don't die in real life.
They're trying to become liches. Liches get stitches, baby. On another note, they might be necromancers. It might be a necromancer guild. I thought that was...
What does epitaph mean?
You don't know what an epitaph is?
I'm not working at my 100% right now, so...
The epitaph is, if I'm not mistaken, the words that are written on the tombstone.
That's what I thought. Yes.
So yeah, it is. It's whatever is written on your tombstone. Whether it's a short slogan or just your name and date.
That makes sense.
So we're assuming that this is a gang or a group of people who want to be liches, and liches get stitches. So that's gonna be interesting to see. So they're trying to break the game, basically.
In essence, and they did hire another rather unsavory bunch, which I'm trying to remember. Chari, do you remember what they were called? Oh, they went through things in such a foul manner. I absolutely loved it. There was poison, there was assassination, there was biochemical warfare. It was absolutely amazing and beautiful and entirely respectable.
And who were they?
Fourth seal.
Interesting.
Fourth seal of what?
Sounds kind of demonic to me.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
They're one seal away from a pentagram.
We're just gonna deadpan that and move on.
Yeah.
So like I said, we can, actually, I will help you out. My dear husband here, I'll send you some escorts. That way you don't die when you enter the tomb. It'll be absolutely lovely.
Male escorts?
Technically demonic escorts, but they're more of like souls or remnants of the forces in which he summons in order to do his bidding. Yes?
Remnants of what? Like actual people in this game? Or
I mean, they once were, but now... No, not actual people, but I mean...
I was going to say, like, this game keeps track of...
I mean, they were people once in an essence, but now they've kind of been contorted and corrupted and tortured their souls because of their various deeds in which they've committed, and now they serve my husband.
So when people die in this game, this is where they go?
Oh, sure.
No, I mean like actual, not NPCs, like real players like us.
I don't know if I can disclose that information particularly.
Okay. I'm just saying, have these epitaph people been successful in their resurrection tactics?
I wouldn't know about that particularly. Like I said, the bookkeeping has been a pain. One or two might have been able to slip through the cracks.
There shouldn't be an outflow of dead bodies.
Well, I mean, like I said, they go out and then they come back in, if it's for just a few seconds when they start to be resurrected, but then eventually just become mutated and die in a terrible, even more traumatic and painful death.
Okay.
Some of them get resurrected and then are tortured souls, wincing in pain, unable to do anything or feel emotion anymore, and then they just explode.
But they can't be real people.
I mean, they could.
It's possible, but we don't know
They're
that.
attempting more experiments. She motions to Jari and he stabs his sword in the water, and as you do, it looks like he's pinned down a couple of the souls, and he rips his sword out of the water, and as you do, the souls permeate the surface of the water, and as they get ripped up, they're given new flesh and
souls
form.
Kebabs.
That's what I was thinking. A soul kebab.
And he brings forth 14...
What do they look like?
Soul summons. They look like...
Are they luminescent? That's what I'm asking.
Kind of.
So they could light the way.
Gosh,
if we were in a dark
let
cave.
him finish explaining.
It's like a pale moonlight kind of luminescent, not a radiant sunlight kind of luminescent that she has around her.
Okay.
So that is.
So they can't really help if we're in a dark place.
I mean, they'd light a little bit, but it's a different type of light. Yes, 14 of them.
The 14 soul kebab. That's what we're going to call them, the kebab squad.
Dare desecrate this sacred act in which I'm giving you. Should be happy that I'm giving you this much.
Thanks, Jari.
Thank you.
You're my best friend.
I bow at the waist.
Okay, that's more accepted. And he's like,
I guess I'll bow as well.
Now be gone. And he slashes the water, and the lake literally parts and becomes dry land. And you see at the edge of the dry land, there's a portal.
Interesting.
Let's go through the portal.
Wait, Alani.
Yes.
If we clear out the temple for you, will you be able to return?
Oh, of course. That's the other thing. They're like my husband wasn't too fond of. They did manage to usurp me. I didn't want to get my hands dirty, and I don't particularly like killing too many player characters, especially in a mass wave like that. That would leave a lot of paperwork to do. So I just figured that some other adventurers would take care of it and would be a lot less work for me. So I just thought, hey, this is a great opportunity to go on a vacation, visit some old friends of mine, hence why you saw me at Ias's.
You scared the crap out of Ias.
Oh, I've kind of been tormenting his soul and his followers for the past couple of millennia, but it's all right.
Oh my God.
He might have actually, soiled himself.
Oh, most likely. He's not dead, though, so that's always a good sign.
That's nice.
She would know.
Hard to kill a god.
Speaking of gods, you know Ishtar?
We don't really commune that much. My husband is a little bit more familiar with her, for she is the symbolic of the sun, but he is symbolic of the setting sun.
Interesting.
What about Ishara?
Yeah, what about her? What do you even know?
Yeah, no, I mean, where? What about, where is she? What?
Lovers' quarrels. They're some of the most wonderful things ever. You do not know how many deaths I see every year due to them.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Me neither. I glare at Snow.
Why am I being glared at?
Also,
because you and I are in competition now.
Little known fact, she isn't just the goddess of love, but she's also the goddess of oaths.
Got it.
So, whenever you make your sacred vows or whatnot, but also just any kind of oath, and whenever they're broken, again, you'd be surprised how many people die due to broken oaths.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that.
Oh, but that's just a side note. Many people live wonderful, happy lives worshipping her. So like I said, this should help you along your way. It doesn't really matter if these things die because, again, they're already dead, so they'll just come back to me, or more so my husband. But I do hope you have a wonderful time on your way, and if you do manage to get through all of this, I will be eternally grateful.
Okay.
Thanks.
And an
Alani.
eternity is a rather long time. Trust me, I've been around for it thus far.
Thanks, Alani.
Not a problem.
I love you.
Oh,
So
I'm just being like, so Wilson, we should probably keep walking. We're not going to acknowledge anything he just said.
No, as a friend. It's a friend. Not as like
wait, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just very I admire you.
Oh, admiration is much very exciting.
Yeah.
And she kind of motions and puts
You're like my grandmother.
Puts
It's like
Nurgle's
great.
sword hand down as he was getting prepared to do another air slash at you.
Oh, one last thing. I kind of say, Wilson, go ahead for a second. Just go.
What?
Go that way.
Why?
Go.
But we need to get going.
Yeah,
together.
I'll meet up with you in a second.
Is there a reason why I can't be part of this conversation?
Maybe. Yes.
Well, too bad I'm staying.
I need a piece of paper. Here, Wilson, give me a piece of paper.
Why? Are you going to write something that you don't want me hearing on it so you can pass it to death?
Yes.
And why would I give you a piece of paper?
At least I'm being honest.
That's very much appreciated, but I feel like if there's anything you can say in front of death and pestilence, you can say it to little old me.
And me.
Little Willie. No. Sorry. I was saying that out of character.
Wait. Curse that man. How did he let that slip? Useless for nothing.
Anyway, so Death, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with Wilson. Because one of our teammates kind of figured out a way to manipulate him while he's wearing the necklace.
Poppycock, I have complete and utter control of myself.
I bet your bottom dollar that you won't kiss Sal.
You're gosh darn right I'd kiss Sal.
Case in point.
Right, I'm not going to do it now.
I bet you won't do it now.
But like, what's in it for me?
Last night.
Wow, wait, are you saying that you found Clyde attractive enough?
No.
Are you suggesting that I wasn't attractive enough for last night?
Oh yeah, speaking of which. But anyway, you two should probably resolve your lover's quarrel.
Yeah, that's right.
Wilson literally grabs you by the scruff and is attempting to drown you in a lake of souls.
While he's distracted.
Lover's quarrel.
Yeah, no, while he's distracted drowning him, like over on the lake, I'm just like, so Alani, so what happens if I take off the necklace? Is he ever going to regain his memories? Or I don't know what to do.
Oh, I mean, you could have just asked someone at the temple that, like someone probably said, I do believe it was Kali. She said everything comes with a cost. Just be careful how much you pay or how much you try and take.
So should I take it off?
That's completely up to you and your discretion.
That's not. I'm indecisive, so this is like a terrible idea to give me this. This shouldn't even be my responsibility.
Oh, but yet you're the guild leader, so therefore it is. And who says that this necklace is only character growth for Wilson? And she pats you on the head and pushes you on the back on your way.
Well, excuse me, dang. Wilson, stop drowning the fish man.
Why? He looks like he's enjoying it.
You also can't drown me. I'm literally a fish.
That's stupid.
Wow,
and
Wilson,
he just picks him up and throws him on the ground.
You're picking up some of Pestilence's habits there in your voice.
Only slightly. It's besides the point. Anyways, he hops on Angus. We should get going. We now have a sizable force with us. Hopefully you know how to use them when the time's right.
Oh boy, that's going to be fun.
I never know how to use them. Anyway. Okay, I guess we'll make our way out as we wave goodbye to Alani.
Goodbye.
And Sir Pestilence. Sir Jari.
What's his other name?
Sir Gif. No, I'm kidding.
Sir Pesto?
Sir Gary.
No. What? Nurgle.
Yeah,
Sir Nurgle.
Nurgle's so bad of a name.
What are you talking about?
It sounds like Nermal from Garfield.
Nurgle is a great name.
It is a great name, but it sounds like Nermal from Garfield.
So you make your way through the portal with your now 14, we'll just call them soul remnants for now.
Kebab squad, out.
Oh, you guys seem like it'll be great fun.
And they kind of just nod and saunter along as they make your way through the portal. And all of a sudden, everyone roll a fortitude save.
17.
Mm-hmm. Mohit, you're fine.
Okay, I'm good.
18.
Okay. To use the words of a classical artist, blinded by the light, because you are instantly transported. Yes, even you.
Wow, amazing.
Because you've been in a dark cave for over a day now, and all of a sudden, the sunlight, it burns, and you are dab smack right in the middle of the desert again.
No.
Wilson?
Yeah.
Update this place on your map
Yeah, okay.
and share it.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
could.
sure. And he shows you, he's like, well, I mean, the map's already, I drew it out, and as you can see, we're actually really far south from where we fell into the pit.
Dang it, we didn't come across any gold.
Oh, well. We didn't die. That's great.
That'd have been interesting. Interesting fight.
You were thinking about fighting those two?
Oh my god. That would have been terrible. We probably would have died.
Would have died in one turn.
Probably in a round.
All right, not if I charm person mass.
So you know that has a will save, right?
Yep.
How strong do you think the will of the gods is?
100 at least.
Okay, no, they're not that big, but they're at least like level. Okay, remember, fun little fact for those of you who are just now tuning in to Sword Art Online. Well, this is one of your first episodes, and this wasn't very well explained to everyone. This is based off of the actual game. There are 100 floors, as far as the players know and whatnot. There could be hidden floors or whatnot. And
this is probably hidden.
This campaign was intended to take my players beyond level 20, which is the limits of ordinary Pathfinder. So you could find characters, PCs eventually in the future that are over level 20. And also that means encounters that are going to have to be scaled appropriately for them as well.
Anyway, so I look at everyone and I say, well, see you guys. And I use my home crystal.
Where are you going?
Back to Hattusa.
It's port key.
I'll be like, I'll be back in like 24 hours.
Yeah. So your fearless leader, your brave, courageous, gallant leader, vanishes instantly, pixelates into thin air, and you have no idea where she's gone.
Well, that's just wonderful. Wilson, how far away is it from any form of civilization?
About a day and a half ride.
Mate Bože.
I mean, we can go ahead without her. I am sure the Temple of Alani is somewhere nearby.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fine. Let's just try not to fall into a hole.
Like last time?
Yeah,
we don't have Featherfall now.
Oh, yeah, that would be the suck.
I send a message back.
Yeah.
To Wilson. Grabbing weapon. Hang on.
What weapon are you grabbing?
One of our party members does not have any weapons. Period.
I mean, he could beat people over the head with a saxophone for all I care.
Are you doing that for me? I have a lyre. Plus, I have summoned.
What do you want us to do? Just
monsters,
sit here and wait for you?
Itching curs.
You could meet up with Clyde, Zana, and the rest.
He's like...
I mean, you could always come back to the city with a horde of...
He's like 2.5 days north.
Like I said, you could always just teleport back to the city or to Alani's temple outside of Hattusa.
We don't know how difficult it would be to get back here, though, is the issue.
I told you, if you mark it off on the map, we should be able to get back.
Mark it off on the map.
He already
marked
did.
it off on the map. All
Okay,
right,
let's all go. Home crystals.
The other issue would be, what do we do with these guys?
That's why I said bring him to Alani's temple in Hattusa.
Who's going to babysit them?
I can do
Angus.
that.
Angus. Angus can baby. No, I'm kidding.
Can't Daniel?
Blind leading the blind. That'd be great.
Wait,
Pierre.
Daniel can make a robot.
We don't even know what mess Pierre's gotten into.
Daniel can make a robot that'll babysit them.
Well, let's just get to... Just meet me there. That's where I teleported to.
All right, everyone, get out. Go into your inventory. Scroll through. There'll be this item called a leave crystal. You got it in your adventurers pack. You're gonna press it. You're gonna scroll through the list of options. Click Hattusa. A subpage will pop up and pick the Temple of Alani. We're meeting Snow there. We're abandoning all the progress we've made thus far.
Sounds good.
Yep. Cool. And you all pixelate into thin air, and you reform, and you are in a very familiar site, which is directly outside the Temple of Alani in Hattusa.
Hi, guys.
Hola.
See, Wilson.
And what do we do with these idiots?
Sit.
And they all just sit crisscross applesauce in the sand.
I'll be right back. I run into the Temple of Alani.
Okay.
And I approach the priestess.
Uh-huh.
So we have an undead army outside that we need someone to babysit.
Why? And I don't think Death will be too happy about that. She doesn't normally like resurrection too much.
Jari gave them to us.
That's an interesting...
We met them.
What's up with you people and oh my... You create such headaches.
Can you babysit them for a little while? We'll bring them in.
You know what? If this gives me favor with the god of pestilence, then sure.
Okay. I go back outside. Kebab squad, rise. This is great.
And they all stand and slowly saunter into the temple.
All right. And I have them stay there. That's great. And I come back out. All right, guys. Shopping spree.
Whee! All right. And with that, I do believe it is time to call it for this episode. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please do tune in next time when we resolve some of these major plot points which have been disclosed this episode.
Especially that shopping spree.
So exciting!
All music has been provided by Eric Mattias at soundimage.org and our very own RL, who plays Zana in the Sword Art Online Odd campaign. If you are interested in obtaining some of the tracks written by RL, as well as bonus episodes and early releases, you can get them on our Patreon by supporting us for simply $1 a month. The links will be in the description below. Enjoying our show so far? Please consider leaving us a review on your favorite podcasting apps such as iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, etc. You can tweet about the show using #TheOddOnes. That's AOD, odd. We will parse through the posts and select a few names to use for NPCs in our future episodes. Thank you for sticking around as we strive to continually improve our content and storytelling. Odd Snow out.